We are back once again right here on the channel, guys, for another video of Monday Night Raw review. You know, Monday Night Raw this week was, it wasn't, there was only a few good moments. I'm not really going to over-exaggerate myself here. There was probably only like, what, one at least good thing that happened on the show, not really much anything else. But either way, I will say this, Monday Night Raw, it did feel like we are definitely on the road to WrestleMania. So the show kicked off with Seth Rollins talking about his Royal Rumble victory and how he is going to main event WrestleMania. Then all of a sudden Triple H comes out. Triple H talks to Seth Rollins for a bit, and then Dean Ambrose comes out. Alright. And Seth Rollins comes out, and then he issues a challenge to Seth Rollins, and then Dean Ambrose said something funny to Triple H, and then Triple H just accepted and got a referee out, and the match became official. Seth Rollins got the win with his 4 finishes. Seth Rollins got the victory with the ripcord knee, buckle bomb, super kick, and then curve stomp for the win. So he basically nailed all 4 of his signature moves. Next match we had was Nia Jackson-Tamina versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. And Alexa Bliss and Mickie James here, it seems like they are the baby faces. This could just be like a one-off. Could be a one-time only thing. And honestly, I hope it's not. Alexa Bliss got the babyface treatment because if you guys are aware when it comes to... If you guys know your wrestling, when someone's a babyface, the babyface goes through a big beatdown. A big beatdown, maybe like a 3, 4, 5 minute beatdown. That's what happened to Alexa Bliss. She was being double teamed and ganged up on by Nia and Tamina throughout most of the match, being locked in submissions and being beat down. The crowd were rallying behind Alexa, rallying Alexa. This is the thing that I'm happy about. I love the fact that Alexa is now a babyface, because the crowd love her. And it's hard to say this person should stay heel. Like, if the crowd are really into someone and they enjoy someone, there's no reason for that person to be a heel. Now, I know that's the main reason why people like Alexa Bliss, because she was a great heel. But it's as they say, the more over you are, the more popular you become. And another thing about people that you would know if they're a babyface is fan signs. That normally when the babyfaces come out, the popular babyfaces come out, not every babyface gets these, obviously, because there's obviously fan favorites that the fans really, really love, and there's fan favorites that fans don't really care about. So, Alexa Bliss, there was a person with an Alexa Bliss sign, and that's another sign of her face fan, because normally, like Seth Rollins, you'd see Seth Rollins signs everywhere, burn it down, Seth freaking Rollins, that, even AJ Styles, phenomenal AJ Styles, you see signs everywhere of the top faces. Alexa Bliss got one of those as well. She got another one of those where the cameraman zoomed to someone in the audience with an Alexa Bliss sign. So it's clear that Alexa Bliss is starting to transition her role into a babyface, and I'm so darn relieved. I'm so goddamn relieved that she's finally in the face role where she definitely belongs. She belongs in the babyface role. She can make it work. It's something that WWE needs to try. They need to try and change This is the thing that people need to understand. It's all about change. It's time to new era, change. What's change? Alexa Bliss becoming a face. That's change. So I think Alexa Bliss becoming a babyface will definitely be a good thing. She'll always be popular. The crowd love her. So it's a good move on WWE's behalf. It took them a long time to do it, but they finally did it. And I hope this is not just a one-off. I'm just hoping this wasn't a one-off thing. She goes back to being a heel. Now, and also, we got no Moment of Bliss. So listen, what did I tell you guys? That Moment of Bliss was just a temporary thing that she was using while she was out injured. People were complaining about how Alexa Bliss gets her own talk show and how it's unfair. Like, I heard a lot of people say that they only gave her that just to have her something to do while she's inactive from competing. Now that she's back competing, she doesn't need that show anymore. She doesn't need the Moment of Bliss anymore. So, yeah, Nia and Tamina get the victory here. Mickey pins Mickie James. Nia pins Mickie James here. And, yeah, I'm very happy that these two are now baby faces. Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. We had Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle. I didn't really care for this match. Baron Corbin got the victory with the Deep Six. Is that the first time Baron Corbin's actually won with that move? Because I believe every other time he's used it, people have kicked out of it. It's very rare to see Baron Corbin win a match with the Deep Six. So Kurt Angle puts over Baron Corbin. And then seriously, I can't stand Corey Graves. I understand why people... Look. I know there are people that like Corey Graves. But when I listen to Corey Graves as a heel commentator, the way I listen to him talk, it's so goddamn annoying. The things he says are annoying. How, like, throughout this entire match with Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle, the commentators weren't even calling the match. All they were doing was bickering about blaming Baron Corbin, that Raw's ratings were dropping down. Kurt Angle was doing a great job as GM. Baron Corbin came along, took his job. Baron Corbin's sucking up. And Corey Graves is sucking up to Baron Corbin, while Michael Cole and Renee Young are talking him down, saying he did a bad job as GM and all this other stuff. I mean, seriously, call the goddamn match. This is the thing that I hate about the commentators these days. They don't call the matches. All they do is talk about their favorites. And they talk about other random shit. Like Alexa Bliss was the same thing for Alexa Bliss. She's now in the face role. She's now a face. And Corey Graves is still calling her the goddess. He's still... If I was Corey Graves, if you're a heel commentator, you should be hating every person that's a face. Even if it is someone you used to be a big fan of. Corey Graves doesn't do a good job as a heel. There's times where he can do a good job as a heel, but there are times where he just tries way too hard as a heel commentator. He just comes off annoying. Especially perving on Mandy Rose. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't understand why people like Corey Graves perving on Mandy Rose. Yeah, it's great. He's a heel. But it's his job to call the match. Not perv on Mandy Rose, and look at how pretty she is. You get what I'm saying? A commentator's job is to call the match. Corey Graves needs to focus on being Corey Graves, not the next Jerry Lawler when it comes to women. He needs to focus on being Corey Graves and Corey Graves only. That's just my opinion on that. There's just times where I just can't stand Corey Graves, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know why you people like him, but in my opinion, I think he's just straight up annoying. So Baron Corbin, like I said, wins with the Deep Six, which is very rare on this occasion. We had Finn Balor talk about his match with Brock Lesnar. Gets interrupted by the all shitty Bobby Trashley. Yes, I'm going to be calling him the all shitty Bobby Trashley. And Lio Rush talks down Balor about how he didn't stand a chance against Brock Lesnar. And then Finn bites back saying, at least I lasted longer against Brock Lesnar than you. You only lasted 12 seconds in the Royal Rumble. So this upsets Bobby Lashley, and he delivers 2 choke slams to Finn Balor. And to be honest with you guys, I'm okay with this. I think Finn Balor, this needs to be the year where Finn Balor wins a championship, whether it's the Universal or Intercontinental. This is the time where WWE needs to put a belt on Finn Balor. Finn Balor as Intercontinental Champion, to me, sounds much more exciting than him being Universal Champion. I know he's a main event level guy, but I think the Universal Championship just doesn't suit Finn, to me. So I think the Intercontinental Championship will be great for Finn Balor to chase on the road to WrestleMania, if they even bother to have Lashley and Balor compete for the belt at WrestleMania. Then we had the Revival. They got the jobber entrance. Yeah, funny, they got the jobber entrance. They're already in the ring. Bloody hot, man. Excuse me. We had the Revival take on Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, reuniting as a tag team. And they were showing flashbacks of Hawkins and Ryder as a tag team in 2008 on SmackDown. When they were on SmackDown, when they became tag team champions together. So, this was definitely a feel-good moment for Zack Ryder and Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. And they lose. Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins lose. Shatter Machine to Kurt Hawkins. And Kurt Hawkins' losing streak continues. Even in tag team roles, this guy can't get a win. And I'm actually quite surprised the Revival actually won this match, considering how the way they've been going. Now, I want to get something off my chest. A lot of people use AEW as an excuse for what WWE have been doing with certain people, like Finn Balor, Shinsuke, like them getting pushes and other people getting pushes. Some people will call that the AEW effect. Now, I can agree with that if I want to, but to me, I just use that. To me, that's just an excuse. Like, if you want, you want WWE to succeed, right? You want WWE to get better, right? Saying that All Elite Wrestling is the main reason why they're changing, that's just an excuse. That's just an excuse, in my opinion. The best way to know it's All Elite Wrestling that's changing WWE is the Revival. The Revival should become Raw Tag Team Champions. That's the best way to know that WWE is changing. Seriously, just because Shinsuke and Finn Balor are getting pushes? That's the AEW effect? I'm sorry, but I don't think AEW is the legit reason. They may play a part in it, but I don't think they're the #1 sole reason. Elias had a segment here, and he turns heel. Elias turns back heel, and he attacks Jeff Jarrett and Road Dogg. Yes, we saw Jeff Jarrett and Road Dogg on Monday Night Raw. Jeff Jarrett made his return at the Royal Rumble, and he comes to Monday Night Raw again. This time he comes out with Road Dogg. Road Dogg and Jeff Jarrett used to be a duo back in the old days. Now, I know about Jeff Jarrett and his "don't piss me off" gimmick, but I didn't really see the Road Dogg days when he was with Jeff Jarrett. I can definitely tell they were a duo, considering that they were together. this week on Raw. And Elias attacks Road Dogg with a guitar shot to the back. Jeff Jarrett tries to fight back against Elias. And Elias grabs Jeff Jarrett's guitar and smashes it across his back. So Elias is now a heel by basically telling the WWE Universe, I ain't performing for you anymore. I'm performing for myself. You people have disrespected me by not cheering for me, not having signs of me, and not giving me a standing round of applause. So Elias has now gone back to being a heel. Natalya and Dana Brooke are backstage preparing for their upcoming tag team match to qualify for the Chamber. And Dana Brooke goes ahead and says to Natalya that I'm a much better partner than Ember Moon, saying that I'm even better than you. Wow, Dana Brooke, I don't understand where you've been sleeping, Dana. Like, have you been playing too much WWE 2K19 while you've been off television? Because that's the only reason why you would say that. Probably in your WWE 2K19, you've pinned Ember Moon 5 times and probably became Raw Women's Champion. So Dana Brooke, don't go around saying crap like that. That is really, really... That's just not believable. That's just silly of her to say that type of thing. So Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan get the victory here. They qualify into the Chamber, which I'm not surprised about at all. Ronda Rousey came out to do a Raw Open Challenge for her title. I just don't understand why she does this. I understand she wants to be a fighting champion, but to me, I think it's really, really dumb that she comes out, defends her title after every pay-per-view. To me, it's silly. And, ladies and gentlemen, I think we just witnessed Ronda Rousey's worst match. Now, this is just my opinion. I didn't really think the match was that good. Bayley pretty much dominated 90% of it. Bayley dominated 90% of this match because Ronda had an arm and leg injuries throughout the match, and she ended up winning with an armbar off the top rope. Becky Lynch would shockingly show up on Raw, and also it's taken the fans this long to start booing Ronda Rousey. It's taken them this long to start booing the baddest bitch on the planet. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. But Becky came out and she told Ronda Rousey, I choose you at WrestleMania. I think this is going to be a fantastic match. Main event worthy. And I'm going to be first up to tell you guys, I was wrong. I clearly did not expect Vince McMahon to actually pencil Becky Lynch in to verse Ronda Rousey. I was definitely certain he was going to pick Charlotte. And that's what's the great thing about it. I'm not mad about it. I'm happy about the decision, and I'm glad they picked somebody different. That's the thing that makes me very happy about it. They picked someone other than Charlotte. So I'm really looking forward to their match at WrestleMania. Braun Strowman versus Drew McIntyre. Didn't care for this match. Braun Strowman won by disqualification. Corbin and Drew gained up on Braun after the match. Don't really care. And then finally, the final thing that happened on Raw was Seth Rollins made his decision on who he was going to face at WrestleMania. He chooses Brock Lesnar. at WrestleMania 35. So, and Brock Lesnar attacks him with 6 F5s. So that was basically everything, guys. That was your Monday Night Raw. It was alright. It wasn't the best I've ever seen. It was, I guess it was a nice upgrade at least to what we've seen for the past few weeks. So I'm okay. So I was okay with this Raw. There wasn't really much going around for it, but you know, in reality, I'm happy with the decisions that they've gone with. But Raw, you know, it's still got some improving. It's still got a lot more improving to do to really make us enjoy Monday Night Raw again. All they need to do now is fix the creative booking directions. They just need to fix up the booking, and that's basically about it. So, and listen to the fans more. That's another thing they need to fix as well. So, like I said, thank you all so much for joining me. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below on your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and follow me on my social media. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review.